Bitcoin is right now hanging at the most important support level of this entire year, and on today's update video I'm gonna be doing a deeper dive about what currently is happening, the next move for Bitcoin, and more importantly, Bitcoin is creating another move towards the downside, and I'm gonna be talking about the most important levels of support laying below us, what is going to be happening if we break below this level, what are my price targets, how I'm gonna be trading Bitcoin, why we are seeing such high levels in fear and how we should be benefiting from this, and many more important charts and more data points I will be discussing on today's update video. So guys, this video is going to be extremely important, just like the video of yesterday, so don't forget to once again slap the like button back above 1000 likes on today's update video. That will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So currently, if we're looking at the Bitcoin price action, yesterday we saw an ever so slight bounce from off that 56,000 US dollar region, but actually ever since we bounced towards the upside, we saw another lower high getting created and Bitcoin moved already down again here. So currently, what we're looking at on the imminent short term is still a downward sloping trend with a lower high trend from the top side and a lower low trend on the lower side. And as long as this trend is not going to get reversed at all, we're most likely going to be seeing Bitcoin continue all the way towards the downside until this trend is going to be shifting around. And clearly, what I'm going to be looking at, and I also talked about this exact level in yesterday's video, is going to be the 54,600 to 55.4k. Those are the two most important levels in my opinion in this current range here, because these levels right here were firstly of all providing a higher low, and then also right here performed the low in the range. And if we break below the previous low in the range, we are most likely going to be creating another dump towards the downside towards levels around 50,000 US dollars to 52,000 US dollars. And if we can hold this level and if we bounce from off this range, guys, yeah, then most likely the bottom is in here. And if Bitcoin then takes out the previous high in the market, which in this case is laying around 59,000 US dollars in the market, which in this case is laying around 59,000 US dollars, we are going to be seeing an even bigger continuation towards the upside, and probably at that point 65 to 70,000 US dollars is going to be following after. So there are two clear scenarios what could be playing out for Bitcoin, and the one way is that I'm going to be opening up a trade once Bitcoin breaks above the previous high right here, and the other one is that I want to be seeing a breakdown, and whenever the breakdown is going to be happening, I'm going to be starting to load up my positions in this region right here, where I believe the biggest opportunities lie in the market, because this is a wick that most likely is going to get filled up here, and whenever we come towards this level, it is going to be a huge opportunity for us all. And looking right now on the 12-hour time frame, you can clearly see this is the level I'm pointing out here. If we break below this level, then I'm expecting a bigger continuation down is going to be happening, and it's not going to be anything bad here, because if that continuation down does come here, it would ultimately mean, of course, a very good great accumulation zone and a very good great accumulation region. And yes, on the 8-hour time frame, we actually already broke the structure, and yeah, we're right now starting to see another slight little push towards the downside. And basically what we're looking at here is that if we're going to be looking at 2024, so this was the start of 2024 over here, we basically have consolidated the entire part of 2024 around this level here, around this big support level. And basically every single time once Bitcoin did touch the 2024 support line, we saw big bounces. Here we saw a slight little fake out, but also right here, big bounce. And currently, once again, we are trading on this level, and this is the 5th time we are actually retesting this level. And if we break below it, just like I said with these previous levels, it basically comes all down towards the same levels. We are most likely going to fall down towards the lows of that previous wick here, which is laying around 49,000 US dollars to 52,000 US dollars. So that is all I have got to say here. If Bitcoin breaks the support, we're going to be going down to 49 to 52,000 US dollars. That is a level where I want to be opening up a big Bitcoin long position worth like 2-3 million US dollars. I'm planning to open up a multi-million-dollar Bitcoin long trade here. And if Bitcoin does already bounce from off this level, take out the previous high in the market, especially if we take out the 65,000 US dollars, we are officially breaking that downtrend which we have been looking at for a very long time here. If we can and break the downtrend from of this point, guys, I'm also going to be looking at long positions. Let's say Bitcoin is going to be pushing back up higher and we see the break of the previous high, we see a retest of that. I want to be opening up a trade on the retest. So those are the levels I'm currently looking at. That is exactly on how I am currently preparing myself to open up that next big Bitcoin trade here, because ultimately I believe that there's going to be a big move coming up here towards the upside for Bitcoin, and I want to be in a long position. But the question really is here, what is smart to do right now here? I am still waiting on the sidelines. I'm still waiting for the market to clearly show me the signs where I have been waiting for. And currently, if we're looking at the fear and greed index, guys, we are still in extreme fear here for the entire month already, and last month as well. The month was extremely fearful. And if we're looking at the fear and greed index, we're hitting lows not seen in 1+ year from off this point. So actually what currently is happening is that there's a very great opportunity right now, since the market is in extreme fear here. And really, if you're just looking at Bitcoin, we're just in the midst of a massive consolidation phase, and the longer this consolidation is going to be lasting, the more explosive the breakout is going to be here. And yes, potentially we are right now forming that first higher low in the market, but for that I need to be waiting for the confirmation. I'm not going to be opening up a trade with the thoughts, okay, probably we're going to be creating a higher low right here. No, I need to know for certain. I need to know that we take out the previous high in the market, so we confirm that low here, because we could, for the same case, of course, break down here, break below this level and fall even lower, and then you will be getting liquidated. So that is why I'm currently waiting to see what is going to be happening. I've got two scenarios, and honestly, both scenarios are extremely bullish for Bitcoin, because one scenario, Bitcoin comes down and we're going to be bouncing, and the other one, we're already going to be bouncing. So anyways, what I'm still doing with my spot position, because with my spot position, I don't care if I'm 10% in the water, I am still buying every single day more Bitcoin. So also, if I'm looking at the funding rates, they're still negative. And historically speaking, negative funding rates, they lead to big increases in prices of Bitcoin. So yes, everyone is shorting Bitcoin, everyone is extremely bearish, and that is why I am currently freaking bullish on Bitcoin right now here. And you can still see the majority of the liquidity is laying above us around that $70,000 level. Yesterday, we saw even more outflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And historically speaking, whenever we see the largest outflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF, it tends to be marking the bottom. And yeah, that is actually also what happened yesterday. So very interesting to see how that is currently going to be playing out here. But anyways, guys, if you want to be opening up a trade yourself, I am currently going to be trading Bitcoin on Bybit, and yes, like I said, I am planning to take a very big trade here, no matter what is going to be happening. But guys, if you want to be claiming your free $500 airdrop trade on Bybit, it is extremely simple to do. All you need to do is go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account using the highest link below, and if you're going to be doing so, you will come to this page where you can currently claim that free $500 airdrop position by only signing up an account, and this is only valid for another 13 days here. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video. Further on, guys, I want to be pointing out that currently we are actually sitting on that very important level, and basically this level comes together with the 2024 support line. This is basically the biggest support of the year, and most likely Bitcoin is going to be holding this level. But yeah, I just want to be pointing out is that if we do bounce from off this point right here, we are clearly going to be creating a double bottom structure from off this point right here. Or you could say, okay, we're creating an inverse hand and shoulders pattern with, of course, that first higher low structure. So if we are going to be bouncing off this point, we are going to be seeing a very big trend reversal. And just like I said earlier in the video, ultimately on the bigger perspective, everything is actually looking very bullish. We're creating a massive cup and handle pattern. If we're looking at the cycle, guys, we are currently just months after the Bitcoin halving, and usually in approximately 40 to 50 days from now on, the next Bitcoin bull market tends to start here. If you look at the stock to flow model, this is actually one of the worst periods to be quitting the market right now here, since Bitcoin is right now at its point where the majority of the growth is really going to be realized here. So we are at the starting points of the next massive Bitcoin bull market. We're consolidating around all-time highs here. And yeah, this is exactly the same like we had in 2020, exactly the same like we had in 2016. Nothing is different this time around. And also, in an approximately 60 days from now on, guys, we're going to be having the US elections, which are looking quite favorable for the Bitcoin and crypto investors right now here. So, not going to say anything about that anymore, but guys, things are all shaping up perfectly, but we need to be a little bit more patient. I mean, maybe another 30 days, maybe another 60 days, but anyways, we are extremely close right now. I am still accumulating in a very rapid pace here. I'm buying every single day, adding more coins towards my portfolio, and there's going to be a point where I'm going to be scaling out, but currently it is not that time yet here. I believe the majority of the gains are still yet to come, and that is how I'm currently trading it. So if you did learn something from this, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. I think a lot of people can learn a lot from this video. So if you're interested, don't forget to share this video, slap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.